Alright, in this video we are going to be building a budget LCG crawler, and right here we have the chassis, which is the Injora LCG Chassis. So let's just jump right into building it. Alright, here's everything laid out. I'm going to be honest, don't really know how to put everything together, but I'm sure I can just figure it out. Yeah, so let's just, here is everything. This is the everything that we're gonna use to swap over. It's just a SEX 10-1, and I got some axles in there. So yeah, we'll jump more into that whenever we get to it. All right, we've made some progress. We got the braces across, and then the skid plate from the Deadbolt that is dead now. But yeah, so I think next put on the links, which I was like, oh my god, I don't have any link ends at Lincoln Park. But yeah, I was like, it didn't come with any link ends, but I just realized, oh wait, I can use these ones. Yay! I think those might work. If they don't, then I don't know. All right, let's jump to Lincoln Park. All right, well, I was wrong. So you can see there's a screw coming out here to screw in the link ends too, and then these link ends have screws coming out of them, so that no work. So I think I'm just gonna go try and put as much on as I can besides the links. Yeah. Update, I'm an absolute idiot. Oh, that's hilarious. You know me, I'm just about to put stuff together, and I was like, oh wait, here's the bag for the links. Yeah, that's the Lincolns that I thought I didn't have. Okay, well, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, we've got all the links on. Now, we can throw on these axles that I got off Amazon. Amazon special, all aluminum. They've got an okay amount of weight to them, but I'm gonna throw them on, and before we actually go run it, I'm gonna take them apart and grease everything, just because I know there's probably not as much grease in there as there should be. But yeah, I mean, everything's going smooth so far. I had to look at photos for where these links were mounted, and I still don't know how I feel about them like that, but we'll see. We can always swap it around or do whatever with it. All right, yeah, let's just throw these on now. All right, we got axles on, but I need to adjust the links in the front, because you can see the angle of this axle is pointed straight down. So I just need to go out on these a little more to straighten it out. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good so far, and I think I might actually keep running the Deadbolt body on it, because the wheelbase is still the same. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, we put the shocks on. These shocks I actually got off my TF2 when I got it, so no idea how good they are or how good they'll be, but you gotta keep the budget in mind. So as of right now, this is what it's gonna be, and I still think I have to do some adjusting on the links in the front, because it just, I don't know, it just seems like it's not sitting right, but we'll see. The rear is sitting good, but yeah, I think now we can throw in the motor and stuff and the drive shafts, and we'll be close to being done with it. All right, we got the motor bolted down, transmission bolted down, and I'm putting in the drive shafts now. Might be one of the longest drive shafts I've seen. It's very nice. Alright guys, we got the ESC mounted now, the receiver, got the servo in. This motor, I don't know if I mentioned, is from my TF2. It's the RC four-wheel drive 45 turn, and then also the servo up front is from the TF2, because I put a new servo in it and that Hobby Wing motor, so we're just reusing everything from that TF2 I got. So yeah, next is Obviously, I got some wheels and tires, some old ones that came off my Capra, and plug everything up, and then just go through and tighten everything and just put the body on, and then yeah, it should be done. Alright, we got everything hooked up, including the servo, all hooked up. Now I think we can put on the body post, mount the body, and open these stiffs and put some grease in there if there is not enough grease. I actually turned it on and just was messing with the servo, so I know everything works there. And yeah, I think eventually I'll have to actually get some decent shocks for it, because these things kind of are pretty bad. They get locked in certain positions. But yeah, I ended up also, I don't know if we'll be able to see it, I had to Dremel the bottom of the steering arm because it kept touching on one of the diff bolts, so I just had to Dremel it out a little bit so it could get some clearance. That was pretty much it. Alright, this should be the final thing now. All we gotta do is just grease the diffs, and so we don't ruin any teeth on the gears or anything. Yeah, so we're almost done, and then we can finally take it for its first test run. Alright, as we can see, there's like little to no grease in the diffs, so we got some grease to go in there. Yay! Alright, as I was editing this video, I just realized that I never actually showed the crawler with the body on it, so I'm just gonna get a few shots of the body on. It's not fully mounted just because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to mount it, but the front is mounted good, so yeah, you'll see. So you can see, got the front mounts in, no rear ones yet, but yeah, I mean, it's sitting pretty nice on here. Definitely gonna have to trim the fenders front and rear, but I mean, it definitely look pretty good. I've never really been a fan of the Deadbolt body on, like, I feel like the stock rigs, but it looks freaking sick, I feel like, on this thing. Super low. Yeah. Alright, back to the program again. Alright, we got the crawler outside for its first little test run. I don't really have much, I just have a 24 scale little rock garden, but it's just a test to make sure everything's working right. And yeah, sorry for all the birds. They're pretty horned up right now. But yeah, so we can just see how everything works so far. I mean, this really shouldn't be any issue for this crawler at all. But just seeing how the suspension flexes and stuff. Oh no, we're dipped up. Time to sell it. That's the only bad thing about it being straight axle, but like, this is just rough edges, rocks anyway, so you're gonna have that. Alright, let's see. See how much clearance we got with those links. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can just go straight up this little log. Yeah. Like it's nothing. Let's see how it does up this. This is pretty straight up right here. We can just see what the clearance is looking like on this. Oh yeah, you'd have to bounce it to get up this one. But yeah, I mean, definitely more capable than my TF2, that's for sure. And for being the stock brushed motor out of the TF2, I mean, it's got some decent low-end control. I mean, it's not like the Hobbywing 2-in-1 that I have in it now, in the TF2 that is, but I mean, not that bad. So I think the first thing that I'll need to actually change with it would be the suspension just because these are pretty, I don't know, they should be oil filled and they're not, so I just have a pin spring in there right now. But yeah, and these tires off the Capra are pretty good too. I don't think I showed. Oh. Pretty balanced, I'd say. So yeah, I mean, and the servo from the TF2 also is pretty good for this, considering how much lighter this is than the TF2 it was in. Overall, I'll say I'm pretty happy with it so far, but we'll see. I think the weak link on it will probably be these axles. I feel like the axle shafts inside are probably gonna be the first thing to give out, but yeah, we'll see. I'll have an actual full running video up soon. I'll probably have a video of me painting my TF2 before that, but you never know. So yeah, just subscribe, stay tuned to that, and I'll see you in the next one.